listen, I'm saddened by what's happening in the professional game, mostly as a fan, because I like watching the best players in the world come together and play, and this is going to fracture that. I've heard that this is good for the game. I mean, at least from my outside view right now, it looks like it's good for a few folks playing the game, but I'm struggling with how this is good for the game. We definitely feel a responsibility to this game. We feel a responsibility to the competitors that play it. We did sit down and have a long conversation about a week before the U.S. Open, did where somebody else play and what promoter they played it with disqualify them for this event. We decided no on that, with all the awareness that not everybody would agree with that decision. I don't, and that's probably enough. I would tell you then the same thing you and I talked about on the phone is whether we all like it or not, in February, 30 guys played for the same promoter in Saudi Arabia and with an acceptable release from the PGA Tour. And for years, the DP World Tour has had an event there, same promoter. I'm sure there's players that both came through our qualifying and maybe are teeing it up that are sponsored by, those different. So we asked ourselves the question of one week before, if you play somewhere where you're not approved to play, would you be disqualified for the 2022 U.S. Open? And we said no. And we also had to ask the question, if we're going to put that kind of clause in who gets in, we got to go back to 9,300 people and make sure that it's not just about who played last week, but who played ever, where, sponsored by, and it becomes a pretty slippery slope to try to apply that across 9,300 people.
But can you see a situation going forward where these breakaway players are going to find it harder and harder to get into the US Open?
Yes.